As we start the video, I would like to start by saying this. The speaker's mind, it's kind of off. So I'm sorry about the vocal. Slow the video down. Listen to it a couple of times if you think this channel gives you value, right? Crypto market has bounced. Bitcoin came back to 70,000 mark. That's a great point to be in. But you guys have to understand what the market is doing. See, on the micro level, when the price was dropping, we were looking at this, right? As we went back up, we followed it. Great, perfect. Now, just before the recent move to the upside, initially, the whales showed you a negative divergence. Yes, it's on a short-term chart. Immediately, that turned into a bullish divergence. And I informed you guys, right? 1,000+ members. All of them knew it was about to ride. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. I'll try to keep the video as short as possible, filled with as much information as possible. There are assets like this which are performing very well, like 30% for the day. This is another one, 30% for the day, 70% for the week, 100% for the week. If you go back in Patreon, look for all of these assets. You will see we posted all of them in the last 30 days, showing watch, it's going to pop. One of the reasons is some of these assets get more volume than they used to, and they pop. So the amount of patience you need when you're riding 10 assets is going to be high, because 3 would pop now, 3 will not move, 3 will be negative. So that required patience is going to be huge. If we go into XRP, this is something I'm looking at. This is good. We got a rounded bottom. Now we are going back up, which is, in my opinion, a great thing to watch here. So if I'm looking at this, I would argue that this measured move is going to be a decent move, because you see that the price may break this point. If we do break that, that means it's going to be really good. But again, it's a large cap coin. Unless the Bitcoin dominance retest this and get rejected, you won't see the large caps like XRP, like XLM, like Cardano popping. Yes, the micro short kind of movements will be there in the small caps. You can use the opportunity. Now on Bitcoin, there is a lot happening. But if you want to make it as clear as possible, you need to reduce as much noise as possible. Now I know when I say that in this voice, that's noise. But I don't know how many of you would be listening to this video till the end. But for those who would take that time, I'm here. For Bitcoin, on the short term, this is what we are looking at. Say, you look at the 4-hour chart. This is the short-term scenario. You have a trend line, which we talked about saying we should bounce from here. Don't forget, SF family was one of the very few who had this call when the price was here at the bottom. That's one of the reasons why people are in the SF family. Now, when it is going back up, the next question is, does the indicators support it? You should not forget that. So this is the RSI. If you actually plot a trend line, this is what you see, which means your resistance, yes, on a short term is now reached, which kind of gives you an attitude of there should be some correction. And that's one of the reasons why I was saying this. Watch, this is the first target. This is the second target. Each leg, you will see some corrections. It will not be one leg to the upside. You will see these kind of movements. There should be corrections, right? That's how the market works. Now, guys, if you haven't smashed the like button yet, please consider doing that for me. I appreciate that a lot. So now jumping back, if you move on to a daily chart, what can you see for Bitcoin? Because this is important. The price action is going back up. You have the trend formation like this. You put in consistent higher highs, consistent higher lows still here. Now, yes, with the wick low, you can argue that it is still higher low. So if we make a move above 74, okay, we're putting in higher highs again. So we need to see, are we going to put in a higher low or are we going to come back down? So these are going to be really, really important. Why? You take in the RSI. And when you do that, you kind of see the price is still here. Great. But as the RSI was showing you earlier, there should be a drop, right? It was showing that all the way. Now you got that. Now the RSI is going back up. And when it is going back up, what can you see in the price action? Here, you're watching, literally, the price is still here, upside, RSI collapsed. So, that means there has been a lot of sellers trying to push the price down, but buyers are pushing this back up. So if they can do that on the short-term leg, that means I would look for a local high, which would be, say, 74, 75, maybe 78, I don't know. But something is coming. Now, what you should rely more on will be higher time frame structure. Say the 3-day chart. This shows you if the RSI is not going above 88 on this, it's negative, it's bad. Okay, this is much easier way to talk for me. But I know it's already hard for you guys. So going back, say if you go on a weekly chart, you're still waiting for a divergence, which means on the weekly, if you fail to break 88, 89, that's a negative signal. If you do see this move here, we don't want that. But if it comes, you shouldn't say that I'm going to wait for 100,000, right? If you do see the price breaking this range on a weekly, now what range? 66,500. Keep it like that. If the price goes up and then break back below 66,500, that's bearish for Bitcoin. While it consolidates here, you'll actually get to make a lot of gains. In the altcoins, it will be a rotation and it won't be this long. It will be like this, a short-term move. I'll try to boost the voice in the post-production and see how it works. Because right now, I don't know, when I listen, can I even understand my own voice, right? So I'll try my best in the post-production, and if this is worse, I wouldn't post this. If I think like, okay, you guys maybe can understand, I'll still post it. So now, on the monthly, we still have few days to go for this monthly candle. You are still at 76, so you can still push up to 80, 85, which would make sense to say the price can go up. But on the other end, if we see Bitcoin dominance dropping, that's a lot more in favor for altcoins. That's a lot more in the perfection side for all coins. The RSI has been collapsing, which was great. We literally got the divergence. We are going in that way. When you go on a higher time frame structure, you're still here watching. We need a pop, a fake out. So what I'm looking at is that Bitcoin goes up 75, 78, wherever it goes. The dominance pushes up, then it slows down. That's a great area to be in. The altcoin side. Because right now, there is a lot of shorts in Bitcoin, which comes close to 50, 75. If we get to liquidate them, these big guys, they make a lot of money in service fee. So they would like to do that. They would like to wreak havoc. So they would like to push the price back up to 75. That will give some more liquidity, which would obviously look maybe a little bit choppier than this. Maybe it will look almost similar to this scenario. In both cases, what we should consider is if the RSI is showing you a story on a 3-day, last time it took some time before it collapsed. The price collapsed. The bottom was here. The moment that bottom fell off, the price dropped hard. Now let's look for that. If it's here, if you break through, close on a weekly below this range, we'll have correction. And that correction should be really, really deep. Now, anyone who is in the altcoin side should be looking at this. This is the altcoin market. While Bitcoin was doing that, in the last cycle, you saw altcoins running up. So if you look for that movement here, this would look great. Now, we don't know how high it's going to go, but let's look at this and say we may do 100% move. Great. Once the price shows you it's doing that, ride it. If this speaker is off and I can't speak, look at the Heikin-Ashi chart. The moment your daily Heikin-Ashi goes red, you should be cautious. The moment the 3-day Heikin-Ashi is red, that should be big, big, big red flag next time, right? When you ride it and you're a long-term spot rider, you don't do leverage. Look for a weekly rate. That will show you it's going to consolidate, it's going to slow down, there is going to be some mess, right? Wherever it comes, prepare for that. Because once you ride this high, usually the signal is this. Now, easier way to spot that is go on the monthly. If the monthly is here at 85.90 in RSI, take your profits. Take your profits. Now, I believe next 30 days, next 40 days is so important. Your monthly RSI is entering this territory. Last time you did that, 2-3 months was super bullish. Bitcoin, when it did that, it was super bullish. The price moved from 35 to 75. That's a big move, guys, for Bitcoin. So altcoins are going to do way bigger than that. Now, what we talked about XRP is short. So I'll end the video with a macro on this. Here you still have the hidden bullish divergence, which the RSI was showing us. We bounced back up. Great. Perfect. RSI came close to the last top, like the price. So you don't have a negative divergence, which is good. Cool. Now, at the same time, you do have this breakout, which is still holding. So I'm still looking for a bounce to $1 or above in XRP. So guys, again, if you got or at least understood something in this video, smash that like button for me. It took a lot of effort, guys. The hot water gargling, the honey, the turmeric, the steam, just to get this voice to do this video was a lot of effort. So if you value that, smash that like button for me. If possible, I'll do the video tomorrow too. I don't know how, but we'll try. If you are getting value here in the Scientific Investor family, I don't need to speak. I'll type in detail so you know what I'm looking at. And this was an important scenario. At the bottom, when a lot of people were panicking, SI family was buying back in. Now we are doing really, really, really good. Like, being honest, when I look at those numbers, I'm so happy that we went through such a good deal with patience and discipline. This is what our trading back looks like. I'm happy because when I took the screenshot, it didn't update for today. This was yesterday's. Today, it's already higher in value. So tomorrow, when I get the update, I'll show you guys if I'm doing the video. We'll be up here. That's good. I mean, yes, you go through this season, choppy, bad season, if you don't use it correctly. If you use it correctly, it's okay. It's good season. So for that, again, you need to be in the SI family with these 1,000+ members. To join, look at the link in the description in YouTube or in the bio on Twitter. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.